let's start this stream. Well, I'll stream, but like if no one's watching, I might just leave. I don't know, but it just depends. People are probably gonna show up. I'm assuming, but we'll see. People might not show up. I really wanted to stream. Well, you know what? I'll give it a second before we actually start talking about some stuff. Because, yeah, I'll be talking for nothing otherwise. But I thought I would do a Christmas stream because I thought that would be kind of fun, or at least streaming on Christmas. I know I did a Christmas stream last week, but just to be able to stream and talk with everyone here. That's if people are going to show up here. But again, if people are showing up here, maybe it's because you're bored and there's nothing else to watch. I don't know. You know, that was the one thing that one of the reasons why I wanted to stream was that when I was going through hard times, you know, in the last couple of years, I would just like try to look for things to watch, and like everyone takes breaks, right? So it's like there's never new videos in any way. So I'm like, well, I'll do a stream. Why not? Something out there, right? So doing an extra stream, but again, I don't know if anyone's going to be watching today. Usually we get about what's the range? It's like 40 to 70, I would say, for the most part, people. Kind of ranges there, so I don't know what we're at right now. Yeah. I'll wait a little bit here, then I'll get into the comments and everything here. The stream will probably be like 30 minutes. I mean, it depends. Like, we could always go longer. But it will just be a discussion stream about everything. Everything Christmas. You can tell me what you did for Christmas. Anything just around the holiday season. Any updates? Nothing as of right now. In terms, if you're talking about Rick returning and everything. But, I mean, it depends. I don't know when the last update you heard was. So, and, yeah, Merry Christmas to you as well, Bender. Today was a pretty great day for Christmas. So what I did was so yesterday for Christmas Eve. So I had my kids for Christmas Eve, and today up until like 11 o'clock, and then they went with their mom to her house and everything. So what we did was we watched Christmas movies here and there, but we opened a present, like they opened a present each. So that was fun. We played like Beyblades and stuff because I got my boy a Beyblade. It was like an arena thing. It was pretty cool. It's actually like this arena, and it has like a casing over it. So like whenever the Beyblades are in there spinning and they hit each other, they can't like bounce away. I will say Beyblades are not as sharp as they used to be, because when I was a kid, Beyblades were like super sharp, and like kids would like hurt themselves on it. So we played that. I'm trying to think of everything else. Like, it was really just a lot of like relaxing and just doing whatever Christmas stuff. They were so excited to go to sleep for Christmas. So I went to bed. I didn't go to bed till late, but then they heard Santa, and so we were like, "Wait, what was that?" Well, we didn't know it was Santa at first. We are just like, "What is that?" And then when we looked outside there, we saw that there was stuff in the stockings and everything. So we were really surprised by that. So yeah, Santa actually showed up, and I mean, he shows up every year, but yeah. And then this morning we woke up, and when he opened presents, it was really cool because it really felt like a movie. Or like jumping on me, like saying, "Dad, wake up, wake up!" And I was just like, "Oh," and I was like so tired. But yeah. And then we went, opened presents, had a bunch of fun, did all that. Was just watching them enjoy their presents. And then I went to my parents' house. We opened stuff there. I got a lot of awesome stuff. And then, yeah, I pretty much came home, cleaned up, did everything like that. It's just been really just relaxing, I would say, for the last little bit. Oh, yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. My cats gifted me some books for Christmas. Your cats did? Interesting. The classic H.P. craft collection. That's pretty cool. I think I've heard of that. Like that's an author, right? 'Cause even you did say some books, but I don't know what books he would have written. Yeah, there isn't too many people watching today, which is not the end of the world. It is Christmas, so I'll probably stream for like 30 minutes and then end the stream. I am so excited though for. So who here has watched Stranger Things? The Call of Cthulhu, if I'm saying that right, and other stories. Like I've probably heard the stories for sure. I don't know too much about like books and other authors and stuff like that in general, but I'm sure if I looked it up, I would know. I did laundry, baked a ham, and had a lovely meal with my daughter. My sons are in other states, so I thought I'd spend time hanging out with you guys. Merry Christmas, everyone. Sweet. I mean, doing laundry is good. I did. I gotta do laundry. Laundry is such a frustrating chore to have to do. I cannot get it right. Like, I always say, because I have a bag of clothes like right here, and like, if it's full, just go do a load. Literally, it's 2 loads. So that would take a couple hours in a day. And if I did that once a week, I mean, I'm just literally putting the clothes in and switching them or wherever. And then when I fold it, it's not that much. But because it's not that much, I just forget about it. And it just builds and builds. And then what happens is I'll go do laundry. And then I leave the stuff in the washer or dryer. Well, I guess I don't leave it in the washer. I always switch it. Then I leave it in the dryer. And then I forget about it. And then I know my brother, he doesn't say anything, but he probably gets really annoyed. Because he has to like switch it or like move it. And then he'll put it on top of the dryer. And then I forget about it. And then another bag fills up. And then now I have all this laundry to fold. And like, honestly, folding laundry is not the end of the world. I don't mind that as much as it's just the whole process of laundry. I've never been good at. So I don't know. And I don't know if I'll ever figure it out. I really don't know if I'll ever get it. Because it's everything else I can do. If I was like when I was younger, like my dad had us like pick chores to do. I would say, okay, I'll choose every chore. I will do everything. You just do laundry. I really don't like laundry. Like 30 minutes. Is it 30 minutes? Oh, it is 30 minutes. You're right about that. Okay, well, I will have to, yeah. Well, yeah, I'll end this stream then in like 20 minutes or whatever. And then I'll go watch. Because, yeah, I'm excited for that. Oh, man. Do you think Andrew Lincoln would have stepped away from The Walking Dead if they... Yeah, you know what? I think if they did something like that, he probably would have stayed longer. If it was one of those things where they're like, well, you got to stay until the very end. We're going to do probably this many seasons, talk about the Commonwealth Whispers and everything. And then you're going to die in this way. And then you're going to pass on the torch to Carl. I see how that could have worked really well. But honestly, people would be watching The Walking Dead still for Carl as well. Because people just really like the legacy part to it, not necessarily like Rick's a really awesome character, but people just really like that continuity and that legacy of the worlds and everything. But it's just when you killed off Carl, it was really killing off the future of The Walking Dead. Like, I know Judith and RJ are characters, but it's just not the same. Like, they're not the same as Carl. Carl is just, he was there from season 1. It's just, there's a different thing there, right? So I don't know. That's kind of how I view it, but I would watch for the other characters. Like I really do like Judith. Like she's a really awesome character, but again, there's something about Carl, right? There's just greetings from Ohio. Here's to a great year and hopefully some great content to talk about. Yes, I'm excited about the new year. Well, I'm really excited for the next week here. There's going to be a lot of stuff just to talk about kind of in general. I want to do a lot of like top 5 best, top 5 worst stuff. A lot of Stranger Things videos because I'm not going to be talking about Stranger Things in like 2 or 3 weeks, most likely, right? So I'm like, I've posted only a couple videos. I want to do a lot more. So I do want to do some tonight. I want to get a review out on the finale. Not the finale, but just whatever. Once I've watched all 3. So that'll be out really late tonight. And then a bunch of stuff just over the next week and really talk about, because I want to live in that excitement, you know, and the hype for the very last episode. So, yeah, I will be doing that. It will be a lot of fun. Does anyone know why Andrew Lincoln left the show? He left the show because he said he wanted to be with his kids. And I get it. You know, he was doing that show for like 8-9 years, maybe almost 10 years at that point. And it's long, you know, periods of filming. It's from like April, May, all the way until like the end of November, usually. And like, you know, you just miss out on a lot of time with your kids. And so you know, obviously if he's there like back before the holidays, he's there, but then it's like you're really just there throughout the winter and then in the spring kind of, and then all of a sudden you gotta go back to work, right? And you're working from like the beginning of spring almost until the start of of winter again. Like I can see how doing that year after year, like obviously he's gonna do it. He wants to be an actor and this is a big role, like he's making a lot of money, like you're gonna do that. But I can see after a while, especially when you have kids and you really want to spend time with them, it's too much. It's a lot. I'd probably do the same thing. But his kids are grown up now. And if you've noticed, he's been doing more stuff. So I think that was a big thing as to why he left. I mean, it's 7 years ago, going to be 8 years ago very soon, which is crazy. And just like Andrew Lincoln was saying, he's like, you know, I wanted to do that because whatever. But now my kids are saying, no, we liked it better when you were away from home and stuff. So I think that, no, it was good for him to get that break, I think. He didn't really do a lot of stuff, and then he started to do more. I'm excited to see when he comes back and like what happens. Who do you think is dying? For me, for Stranger Things, I really do believe Steve is dying. So what I think is going to happen, I probably should have did a video on this. I don't know if this is an actual theory out there. This is going to sound really silly if this is like a really popular theory, but and it's not like obvious to come up with this theory, but this is the theory I have on what's going to happen to Steve. So, and this is based off of something that happened on, what was it? The Tonight Show, I think, maybe with Jimmy Fallon. I'm not sure who it was. It was one of the talk show hosts or late night talk show hosts. But what happened was, and I'm all about like foreshadowing moments because I mean, I constantly analyze that on The Walking Dead. I'm like, did that foreshadow something? You know, so whenever I watch a show, I'm always watching it like that now. And so what happened was on the Tonight Show or whatever it was, they wanted to tease, I guess, Stranger Things, these next 3 episodes, or maybe it was the finale too. But what happened was they pushed Steve off the ledge. Like they kind of kept pushing him. He was on the ledge and then he fell. And I was like, and obviously people think that Steve could die. In the trailer, Steve says, if or like you die, I die. I think Dustin says that you die, I die, but that's kind of a thing that, you know, they've said before. And I was like, okay, I mean, they could be having fun with it, whatever. Maybe now that they're doing that, you're going to think, well, it's probably not going to happen. But the thing is, when you look back to the very first episode of season 5, Jonathan and Steve climb up that tower to the very top. It's like that crazy tower, and it's the first episode. It's supposed to be they're all having fun and everything's all happy. And when they went up there, there was an actual camera shot that like panned down that looked like, whoa, like that's really far. And that was, I think everyone got that feeling watching that, like, whoa, like, especially if you're scared of heights, you're just like, right? So I think that moment there with Steve going up there was like the moment that teased that I think that's how Steve's going to die from falling off probably that tower, I'm assuming, because there was that and then what they said there. So again, I don't know if there's an actual theory, but that's kind of what I think. I think they were foreshadowing a lot of it. Hopefully he goes out like a hero. Maybe he survives, but again, I just think it makes some sense because of that scene that we're going to see something else where maybe they're back at that tower because of something. Because you gotta remember too, like whenever they film stuff like this, there's sets, right? So they're spending a lot of money with like sets, and so they'll keep certain sets around. Like, are they just going to use that tower for that one shot? Probably not. Like, they're probably going to use it again in the future. So, because of budget stuff, and also you would save money reusing the same set later if you need it for a scene, right? Just going back to the same place. So, I feel like it just makes sense. That's kind of how I'm viewing it. I don't know, but happy holidays. Than being crafted. I'm not sure what you mean by that. You think he's gonna fall off it in the upside down? I don't know. Falling off of it into the in the upside down, it would have to be that, but it depends on what happens. Like, I'm really wondering if what's gonna happen with all of this is and it's funny because Stranger Things is going to air, or it's going to start airing right away. I might as well just do it or title this like a Stranger Things countdown. But you know, they're really, I feel like we're going to see it here in these 3 episodes. And I guess again, to some predictions, I think what might happen is everything becomes one kind of thing. The upside down becomes like, is it like the right side up? Like, I don't know. Cause I know the finale's titled that. I'm just wondering if it's all going to become one. It just really feels like it. It really does. Oh, he said too many things from the comic. Yeah, I mean, I do get that, you know, but I do think that they were trying to just like have certain nods to the comic, and I appreciated it because I really do like a lot of the comic material for the character. So I appreciated it. Would you attend a meditation hosted by Derek? Who's Derek? Sorry, I don't know who Derek is. Oh, I'm excited. You totally, like, you reminded me that it is going to be airing right away, so I cannot wait to watch. Oh man. So I'm going to have to watch this. Delightful Derek. Why is that not ringing a bell right now? Like Stranger Things? That's what you're talking about, right? Sorry if I'm really drawing a blank. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know if I would attend a meditation. Remember the TV show Governor had a different... yeah. So the thing is, though, they might have learned their lesson with that. Because the Governor arc or story in the show, which was great, he's so much better in the comics. If you've read the Walking Dead comics and you know that Governor, he is brutal and he will just like kill. That line, kill them all, the way he says it, I think is way better in the comic than he does in the show. There's so many things there where it's just incredible. Like Laurie's death scene is pretty crazy. I don't want to spoil too much for the comics, but like the Governor is on a whole other level. That's one of the reasons why an animated series would be really exciting, because they could actually get into that and like show us that character, just how crazy that character can be, because he really was up there. So I do think that once Negan became, you know, a really popular character, I do think it was just like, well, people want to see what the character is from the comic. There was a lot of criticism about the Governor. I think it just made sense that they wanted to do that, but that's kind of how I view it. So I don't mind it too much. Honestly, I like the nods to the comic because I've read every issue, obviously. So it's like, they never found Laurie's body. CRM. I'm just kidding. Jadis was there too. No, yeah, I don't think they did, I guess. I mean, she would just be gone, right? Because they did put her down, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, I guess they never technically did. JDM was one of the best choices to play the character, but came off tedious and cringe. Like I couldn't take him serious and didn't come off as organic slash authentic. Yeah, I mean, I guess I do get that. Sorry, just checking something. Okay, there we go. I was like, wait, where'd that thing go? Yeah, I do. I guess I do get that. Like if you want, like a lot of people don't like the TV show version compared to the comic version. I do prefer the show version. I do miss the dialogue though of the comic version, because as much as he does copy certain lines, there's a lot of stuff. But the thing is, The Walking Dead couldn't do that back then because they couldn't swear and everything back then, really. Like now they're doing a lot in their shows, but like back then they really couldn't. So there wasn't a lot that he could really say, because in the comics he's swearing left and right, every second, third word, So, yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited about Stranger Things now. It's literally what's just on my mind right now. I'm just, I can actually watch it in like 17 minutes now. I still wish that they would go on full Netflix style. That's so 1998. Binge all episodes in a day. I mean, I would agree with that. At least from my perspective, it's not as fun, because I do like talking about things week to week. It's more fun, I think, for people who cover The Walking Dead for sure, because it's just, there's a lot more to break down in an episode, and then you can talk about it throughout the week, and then you feel like, because I always feel like by the time I get to the very end of the week, like, okay, I've talked about episode 1 enough, I can say goodbye to that episode, and then now let's go to episode 2. I think if it all came out at once, it's so hard to just like watch all of it, because I would do a full season review and then I'd have to work on episode reviews and talk about things for a very long time. But like, because everyone's gonna be talking about the biggest moments, like what happened there, I think a lot of the smaller stuff that I think is really important won't be as important. So that's why I kind of like it week to week. Like that's why I prefer that. In North Korea during the outbreak, who knows? Maybe they're the safest. I don't know. I don't know how they would do that. I've been really wanting to. I've read the book, not entirely, but what was the book called? Walking Dead Tycoon. That is something I feel like they should have did in a spinoff, because it's set in China, I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe it's set there. And I think there's a point where there's like 1 million zombies. It's something so crazy. I feel like that should have been a spinoff, or like a Tales of the Walking Dead episode. Like that would be really exciting. Totally different, brand new location that we've never seen before. The populations there is a lot, right? There's a huge population there. So imagine that. Like that would be crazy. The amount of walkers everywhere. That's what's kind of cool about the spinoffs. As much as people will kind of criticize things here and there, it's like we get to see what certain places look like. Like now we know what London's like, right? Like no one's there anymore. We know what France is like, and now Spain, right? So I know Tales could have been so good. Yeah, he definitely was leaner in the show. In the comics, he was bigger, and so yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm getting to that getting close to 30 minutes. Yeah, I guess I do just want to say before I do end the stream that, thank you so much for the support all year long. I really do appreciate it. I know this year I've been pretty absent, not posting a lot of content. And I do feel bad. I have a lot of fun posting content. This year was probably one of the more interesting years of my life, because I got over a lot of stuff mentally, where I feel very happy with a lot of things and I'm in a really good place. But it was also one of the hardest years, where a lot of stuff happened and it was just a lot of change and a lot of different things and a lot, So that's kind of why I didn't post a lot. I was just kind of away, and now it's just a matter of getting back into it. Which starting now seems like a really good time to do that, right? I can do a lot of top five stuff, a lot of just whatever Stranger Things stuff, and then start of the new year, just keep going. So yeah, but I just wanted to say thank you. Obviously, happy holidays, and yeah, for Christmas this year, I didn't really. I mean, I guess I got a couple of things. I'm trying to think of some. Oh, the one thing that I did get that I'm really excited about is, and I would bring it here, but it's in the kitchen right now. I got like, I know it's hilarious. I'm 32, but I'm getting excited about things like this. But I have like this baking sheet, and it's a gold one. Well, it's not gold, but like, it's hard to explain. But it looks like it would work really, really well, and it's like this huge, massive one because like, ever since the breakup happened a couple years ago, I haven't really, and because I've just been like that kind of my whole life, I don't care about things like that. Obviously until I started having to do a lot of these things. But I mean, I cooked back in the day too, but it's just that like my ex would get this stuff, like, oh, we need this, we need this, we need this. So I was like, okay. So whenever I did things, I would use those things, but on my own, I wouldn't think to just do those things. I don't really care. So the baking sheet I had is so gross. It's so small too. Like it's but that's just all I use. It's like, so getting a new one, and one that's this nice as well. I have a pot that I use, like a smaller pot, and there's like a dent in it. Like, so I'm like, I know I need new things, and I should probably care more about this stuff. But oh man. So I'm excited about that. When I saw that, I was actually excited. So I think now I'm starting to get into it. I'm starting to get into these things being really exciting. I really appreciate that. I got a Dyson vacuum a couple years ago, and I still love that thing to this day. Whenever I have to vacuum, I don't have to plug anything in, nothing. It's just vacuum, and it lasts a while too. Like I have to charge it every couple days, but like I can vacuum the whole house for the most part on like the max speed too, and it's good. I probably get like 2 uses of it like that, and then charge it. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now, but yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I probably will end the stream here right away. So I hope this was at least somewhat entertaining. I don't know if this actually was. We have 43 people here right now. Wait, what are the likes at? I need to know. If we're at 43 likes, I want to try to get to 40 likes. Can we do that? Can we get to 40 likes? That'd be incredible. As a Christmas present to me, can we get to 40 likes? That'd be amazing. Oh, 25. 26. Oh, the thing is, I don't know how many people have liked it and then left. Also, it's 41 now. It might drop. Hey, what's up, Lord Scott? How's it going? I'm just about to end the stream. Well, in a couple minutes here, I'm going to end it. But, oh, we're at 30 likes. That's incredible. Merry Christmas. I wish that The Walking Dead had, like, Comic-Con events still. Because I don't know if anyone here goes to those. Like, they used to have that, like, Walker Stalker Con or whatever it was called. I would go to something like that. Because it'd be so cool to meet people that are fans and stuff like that. Because, like, they don't really have things like that, and that's probably the only place I could go where I might be recognized, right? I think anywhere else, well, no, obviously not. But I think that's a place I can go where people love The Walking Dead specifically, who might know, like, oh, like, that's, So it'd be kind of cool to talk with everyone there. Oh, we're at 35 likes. We're so close to 40. We just need 5 more likes. You miss Talking Dead? I miss Talking Dead too. I really do. Joker of the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, I can see that. Talking Dead I miss so much. I wish that there was a way. I feel like there could be a way if I really changed the set here made things way more entertaining, where I actually really worked on a script for a show for an hour of different segments placed out, different graphics that I can have on screen are popping in and out. And we did some sort of like Walking Dead event where it was a live question, live thing. I wonder if I can do that actually. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Like the last 10 minutes could be like fan questions. I could be answering questions throughout, but like maybe moments throughout the episode and just like different segments. Because it would be cool if, if it got popular enough where I could get guests on. There will be people I will be interviewing actually next year, not anytime soon. Can't say anything about it yet because it all has to be confirmed and everything. But look forward to that. So that's what I'm excited for next year. I think 2026, I really wasn't doing a lot this year, not focusing on just not even the quantity of content. I have not been uploading really a lot at all, but the quality, I have not been focused on it that much, where I just want to sit and like be like, what do I want to do here? And I want to do all that for next year. I worked on merch. You might see merch there, so there is that. Oh, and we just hit 40 likes. Yay! But I do want to have way more fun here on the streams, and I want to just create like a really fun atmosphere and just do new things. Honestly, I think that I can, so why not? Right? I'm able to do it, so let's do it. So, right when Rick left the show, really, that's when you started watching? That's crazy, because to me, when Rick left the show, that was, well, I was already doing stuff for a while at that point, but to me, when Rick left the show, that was like a couple of years ago. Like, in my head, it was 3 years ago. That's what it feels like. But it's going to be almost 8 years once it goes into 2026. I'm like, what? That's insane. 2025 was not the year. It was not the year. But made us stronger. That's all that matters, right? 8 years. Yeah, 8 years since Rick left the show. Well, technically not. Like, you'd have to wait till November of 2026. But, like, you get what I mean. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. Well, I will end the stream here because we are at almost 5:02 right now. So I know that people are probably really wanting to go watch Stranger Things. So I'll let you go. Thank you so much for being here. Now we've been kind of hovering around 40 people watching, so that's cool. Even on Christmas, people are showing up. And I've noticed the numbers when I'm streaming do kind of climb up more and more. Like, lately, we've been more in the 50 to 70 range, sometimes 80, but it's kind of been there. So on a Christmas stream, this is incredible. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to go watch Stranger Things. How many tats do you have? I have... Hold on, I got to pull up OBS because I'm seeing a delay. Okay. So I have one here. It's the Prince love tattoo, love symbol. I have this. So this was supposed to be like a Game of Thrones thing. So what this is like a moon and a star, because the moon was like my ex and this was my daughter. And I was going to get 2 more stars. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover this up though. I don't know if I'll get like a full moon or if I'll just make the moon different and then just add 2 stars. So I have 3, and this will be me with my kids. That's basically that. And then on this arm I have... can't really see. So Rose, and then it says PJS. It's the first initials for all 3 of my kids, and then this here is I'm trying to. So this is the tattoo I got when I was 17. I drew it, and yeah. So I got 1, 2, 3, I guess 4 tattoos. I need more though. I definitely need more for sure. My favorite's this one, the rose, because it's so much just that's my life right there. It's my kids. Like, I am the rose, and these 3 stems are them. I'd be nothing without them, kind of thing. So, I need more though. I want to get like a huge tattoo here. I think I'll just get it black. And I just don't know what though. I was thinking a zombie though, of some kind, but it needs to look cool. But yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling here. Stranger Things is going to be on like any minute, so. Thank you so much for joining the stream. And I'll see you Sunday because I'm still going to be streaming Sunday too. So, yeah, see you then. Wait, it's not stopping. Stop. What is going on?